I'm here with comic book artist Amy Mebberson. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you.
How has the convention been for you so far?
Yesterday was kind of a little quiet, as Fridays tend to be at conventions, but today, with all the families rolling in, and it's a Saturday, and it's a typical Saturday, so we're swamped. So it's been a great day so far. We've only got, 5 hours to go.
How did you first get interested in drawing comics?
I'm a lifelong fan of the old newspaper funnies, so I didn't read a lot of comic books growing up, but I loved Peanuts, Garfield, TV cartoons, all that kind of stuff. So my big dream ultimately was to draw a comic strip, but newspaper, syndicated comics kind of being the fragile industry they are nowadays, my other love was cartoons and animation. So I did a stint at Disney Animation Australia as an animation artist for a while until that studio closed down. And then I relocated to the States and I got a break at Tokyo Pop, doing graphic novels for them for a while. And one of the editors I knew there was moving on to doing Disney and Pixar comics with Boom Studios. And he remembered me and said, "Do you want to come and try?" And I said, "Absolutely." And rest is history, so they say. So I've been in comics ever since.
And how was it that you perfected your artistic style?
I've been holding a pencil and drawing since the age of about 21 months old. Honestly, I couldn't say it's something I've consciously tried to refine. I've never been to art school. I'm just one of those people who's just hardwired to draw, and you grow the way you grow. In any case, you just keep doing it every day and practice and observe and study artists you love. It's okay to copy stuff if it's learning about it, and just always be open and just always have the attitude that you never ever really stop learning. You never really get to a point where, right, I'm good for life. No, there's always something new to learn. Yeah.
What has been your approach when drawing much loved characters like the Muppets and other licensed characters?
I don't really have an approach so much as that when I'm given the chance to draw characters I love, I'm very conscious of being respectful of those characters and my love of those characters coming out of them. And it's like when I draw Muppets, I like the characters to look the way they're supposed to look, because to me that's respecting the character designers and the animators and the puppet builders who created these characters with a purpose to why they look the way they do and why they act the way they do. So it's fun to play in another person's sandbox, especially if it's run by a very powerful company like Disney. But there's room if you truly love the characters and are respectful in that love for those characters. You can get away with doing some really fun stuff as long as if you love the characters, it shows. Basically, I don't like to be mocking of these characters too much. I mean, and considering I do Pocket Princesses, which is really just about the princesses all just kind of hanging out and kind of very tongue-in-cheek, more kind of thing. But that's just something I do purely for fun. And again, it's still very clean. It's still very loving of these characters, even as you kind of poke fun at them. So,
can you tell our viewers a little bit about your webcomic, Pocket Princesses?
Pocket Princesses is just something I do purely for giggles. I used to be into manga and anime a long time ago, and I found I have a touch for doing this very sort of cute versions of characters, like guys like Scotty Young does the same thing with the Baby Marble and so on. But I just love the princesses so much. I love these Disney heroines, and I just realized, look, they don't have to, because the Disney company presents them as almost cipherish sometimes. They have to be very good, very virtuous. It's like, these girls are funny. They have the potential to be funny. The reason you love them so much is because there's something about their movies that you identify with them. And it's like, you can have a sense of humor about it. There's something great about knowing these are just ordinary girls like everybody else. They just happen to be princesses. And because Disney merchandise and so on, it's all very much about appearances and all that kind of stuff. It's like, it's more about the visual appeal of the princesses, whereas I like to tap into their personalities from the movies and just they're people underneath the pretty ball gowns, and I just love to kind of just have fun with that. And the response clearly I'm not the only one who thinks these girls are funny. So I just do that just purely for fun, and the response has been great. So I just keep doing it just to relax. So yeah.
Besides Pocket Princesses, what are you working on currently?
I've just wrapped on 4 issues of My Little Pony for IDW, and I'll be continuing doing covers for them for the foreseeable future. So yeah, My Little Pony is kind of the day job, but my partner James Silvani and I signed with Acme Archives, fine art licensees for Disney and Lucasfilm and Fox, and we signed with them late last year, and we're now starting to roll out our first official licensed fine art prints with Acme, as seen by our banners here. This is my first Disney piece. This will be out in the parks and online sometime in the near future, and so we'll be preparing exclusives for Comic-Con, for D23 Expo, and parks exclusives, things like that. My first Star Wars piece comes out at Super 7 in San Francisco next week, and so yeah, it's kind of a balancing act between some comic stuff and some fine arts Disney stuff, so it's all great.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us, and I hope all you viewers check out Amy Mebberson's work.